did you want to?
Well, so I have curiosities about how you guys see your successes in life, like in terms of the things that you've done in life, with work, with what you've released, if anything. Have you ever seen something that you've created and put out to the world as a success?
Define success.
That's you to define. I can't define it for you because I feel like if I do, you're gonna be like, well, that's not how I see this as success.
Okay, so I will say, like, I was
Yeah, I've seen
talking.
success in everything. It's just varied degrees of it.
Well, like
I'm gonna get back to
something
that.
tangible. Like I was talking with Marlene, and I was like, I don't think I'm like a big. I've never had big dreams, like in general. Like I was like, I've always been kind of like in survival mode. So I've always been like very short term, like just getting like, if you want to say paycheck to paycheck, but just like thinking very short term. Like I've never had grand plans. Like I'm like, I want to start a company and I want to be a CEO. I've never thought in those things. And then I was like, like, and I don't think I'm going to ever be able to own property in Los Angeles. Like ideally I
Sell
would, but
yourself
I'm
short,
like,
bro.
You
but
might,
then
bro.
but then I was like, I'd like to own like a house in Italy, but one could say that's a big dream.
Yeah.
And then we went to Bevmo, and I was like, oh, like I designed that. I designed that. I
Oh,
designed it. And I was
shit.
like, oh, like
Now that's cool.
like like I didn't think about it because like I was so in the weeds, like I was in the trenches with that. But I was like, that's a success.
How did it feel? That's what my curiosity is.
Like I've looked at it so much that it's like almost like negligible. But then I like talked to the we were talking to the guy, and like she likes to brag about me, like, you know, shout out
Shout out,
Boo.
good girlfriend.
And we were talking to the owner. I was like, yeah, like
You're like, I did that.
well, because I was like, oh, like Bevmo, the GoPuff, I believe they own Bevmo. They got another agency to redesign their stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, I just wanted to get some stuff like that I designed before they phase it out and it's no longer in the stores. And he's like, oh shit, you designed that? I was like, yeah. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Sometimes
Like,
you just gotta pop your shit. Like, man.
I mean, for real, like, see, that's where my curiosity. The reason why I brought this up because I think all three of us are very diminishing of everything
bruh.
we do. I don't think any of us on here are actually like, holy shit with what we've done.
Harshest critics.
Yeah, I think we're the harsh critics. I think we sell ourselves short. I think we probably look at our successes more so as like
Small.
like a breeze. You go like, oh, that was nice, but like I'm gonna,
On to the next one.
because that's what I'm curious. Like like what you're telling me is like you have your work for Bevmo,
right.
a national, you know, across the nation, people are touching it, seeing it, everything like that. Most people in their lives will never ever have that, and most people in their lives would be like, "Yo, that's crazy what you do," but it sounds like it's like kind of hard to be like, "Oh shit."
Accepting.
it's like to remove myself from my role within the creation to like look at the actual
I
creation
think it's
itself.
just to accept the.
That's just to
I think it's just to
yeah.
accept
Yeah.
the. Because I mean, I was in the session for the 2 Chainz song, what, Gray Man or whatever, and he got nominated and all kind of shit. Like I was in the session for that song, and it's kind of just like I was just there, but like that's kind
that's super dope.
of most people will never.
But like how you're saying it right now, it's exactly how I think we continuously.
Yeah.
I can only speak about us three, but we continuously sell ourselves short.
Yeah, because I was like, I was there.
But that's it. Like it's not just that you were there.
I know.
It's that
I
you
know
were
because-
on the session of a song,
And I
that got-
watch documentaries and I fucking geek out over shit like that.
totally.
But you don't put
know what I
yourself in that like, oh,
Yeah.
like you would never.
Ever.
Well, it's kind of the same thing. It's like shout out Neil, shout out Mill, shout
went
out
to-
Charlie, shout out
All
Nadia.
the
Like
homies.
that's one of the
Bill,
reasons-
think
bro,
they,
like,
Bill, shout out Bill,
Yeah.
like for sure.
fucking even drive his fucking account for K&N. Like,
So that's one of the reasons why I brought this question up because I know I've talked to Millie, shout out Millicent, about when she does something, she's already on to the next thing. And she has expressed to me that there's sometimes like she doesn't sit in the revelry of her thing. But to me, she is
boss shit.
one of the people that I look at and I'm like, yo, if I want to be inspired by somebody that's doing shit, like you are one of those people in my circle that
Bro,
I'm like,
the homegirl
oh my
was
God.
like, I was tripping out because that Super Bowl Sunday, the homegirl was like, oh, isn't the homie's name Casey? And I was thinking of like Norell and Casey, you know what I mean? I was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, for sure. And she's like, yeah, he does the dopest shit. I was like, yeah, he built some dope ass shit. She's like, yeah, he goes by Hero. And I was just like,
yeah. Yeah.
Who are you talking about? I was like, oh, you're talking about Casey. She's like, yeah, I said Casey. He's like, I get
I know
that.
2 Casey.
Now I get it.
I know 2 very accomplished Caseys.
But
so.
he, shout out Casey, he, I think, would also agree with us in this scenario. He's sitting here. He tells me shit that he does, and I'm like, bro, like, billionaires hit you up for your artwork. It's in NBC and Fox. And it's on that TV show, the Apple show, the morning show. His artwork's been used in the show. But
Sean hit me up, or Sean King asked me, I was there, he's like, do you think Casey, I was like, I don't know, hit him up. It's
Some
going to charge
government
you.
names
Though.
up in here?
Oh, shit. Sean King don't care, but he's Christian. But
Okay.
see, we have
God
Christian,
forgives.
we have Christian friends.
the Lord's got him. But yeah, I was just like, it's going to cost, but he'll
Yeah.
do it. Like,